If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris M. Walker. I am the CEO and founder of Legiiit with 2eyes.com. And I'm coming to you from the lovely, whatever the hell the name of this hotel is. It's some version of Hilton Hotel here in, well, just outside of Chicago. Uh, that's why the video quality is not up to the usual standard. And it's much later in the day than we usually do these things, but we're going to do it anyway because I am consistent. Gabe says, is this a clickbait title? It depends on how carefully you read. I'll explain here in just a minute or two. Miss Penelope says, did you see? I'm here in Chicago or just outside of Chicago. Um, yeah, I did a podcast, really cool podcast. It had like the whole studio and the whole bit, and it was a really high production, good host, and so on. So that's why I'm here, and that's why things are different than usual. Some of you see what's going on. All right, fuck it. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the title of this video is that Legiiit has been taken over by Fiverr. So let me show you what I mean. Now I'm going to try to show my screen. I don't know how well this is going to go. I've never done this on a single screen laptop before. So bear with me. Or don't. I don't really care. All right, so there's the infinite thing. So what one of our customers brought to my attention today is that if you go to legiiit.com, it redirects to Fiverr. I don't know if it was an affiliate or if it is looking at this URL. That might be, I don't know, that might be an affiliate. I don't know how they format their affiliate links, but it looks like that might be an affiliate that did that, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I think it's Fiverr that did it because that's funnier to me, and that's really what matters. But let's assume that it is Fiverr for the sake of the lesson that we're going to have today, and that is, let's see. That I guess, I mean, that's a couple of years out of date, but that means 0.33 billion. So what's that? 300 million or something like that, if my math is right. That's a publicly traded company that's closing in on $1 billion in revenue that deemed us enough of a threat to buy a misspelling of our domain and redirect it to theirs. So I don't know if it's an affiliate or whatever, but I'm certainly proud of that either way. So I don't know. I guess that's it. I mean, mostly I wanted to make sure I kept my live stream streak going, and I thought that would be something that a lot of you have interest in. But I've always wondered if we're on their radar, if it's legitimate. There, if it's legitimate, that confirms it. So yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to share with you today. One of our customers, Travis, who's actually got a video here on this channel, on the Chris Walker channel, like a client testimonial video, brought it to my attention. So potential buyout, or you are too small for them. I don't think of them as, first of all, I'm not interested in selling, but I don't see how we would be a buyout target for them unless it was just to get rid of us. I don't see what value it would add to them to have our site. Now, I have been, and I'm not going to say, well, I can share one. Well, I better not. I have been approached by a Fortune 500 company in the job space, I guess. Basically, it's where one of those sites where and it's a site you've heard of, where you go if you're looking for a job, and by a job I mean like a 9 to 5 paycheck kind of job. Approached us previously and expressed some interest, but selling isn't really my goal, at least not anywhere in the foreseeable future. Um, so that's that. But I don't know. I can see certain businesses. Like, I think we would be a great addition for SCM, something like SCM Rush or something like that. But and I don't see what benefit like a Upwork or a Fiverr or something would be. And frankly, I wouldn't want to sell to them anyway, unless the number was just too big to make me want to do that. But yeah, just for those of you that aren't getting the joke, it looks like it might have been an affiliate, but I thought it was Fiverr at first. But if you go to legiiit.com, it redirects to Fiverr. I don't really know how much affiliate that could possibly drive for someone, but I mean, I guess good on whoever that is. If if it is an affiliate and you happen to see this, good on you for being clever. I might have to DMCA your ass and take that from you anyway, but good on you for the moment. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to share. If anybody wants to talk about anything or has any questions or anything, I'm game, because I don't have shit to do. I was gonna go visit is it Cloudgate or Skygate, the silver reflecting looking bean thing, but it's like an hour Uber away, and it's shitty weather here. I love my folks from Chicago, but this is not my favorite city, to be perfectly honest. It's very industrial and dreary, and it just isn't for me. But no, we haven't been. It hasn't been taken from us or anything like that. So it looks like it was either just Fiverr or it was an affiliate. But yeah. Anywho, I promised yesterday, if you saw yesterday's live stream, it was just me sitting in the lobby of this hotel with my phone because I was waiting to get into my room. I told you I would get back to normal on Friday. Well, I looked at my flight schedule, and tomorrow I leave here around noon. Is it Central? Yeah, I guess it'd be Central time. And I don't get home until around 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I don't know what I won't be able to do our regular live stream type tomorrow, but I will do something at some point in my journey because I'm dedicated to not missing a day of live streams until May, when I will take a break. It's not indexed from what I can see. My guess is it's embedded in because it does look like it's an affiliate link. My guess is they embedded it in a blog somewhere or some shit like that, or it's somebody that just doesn't like me, which I know hard to believe because I think I'm just a treat. But where was I going with that? But yeah, no, I could just be somebody that doesn't like me trying to hijack traffic too. There's a lot of dickheads out there. But in all fairness, it's not like I didn't do something similar. If you go to actual Fiverr, you will notice that if you have, let me share my screen again. Stop share, present, share screen. That if you have the, where is it? Here we go. The Legiiit Lead Finder plugin or Chrome extension installed, I kind of hijack their traffic too. So, karma, I guess. Why not send copyright? It would cost me money, first of all. Second of all, if it's just a redirect, I think that from an affiliate, it's going to be really hard to track down who owns it. And the juice probably isn't worth the squeeze. I have done that to people before, though. For example, there was, I like the people, so I won't say, but there's a well-known white label SEO company that was bidding on Legiiit, like the word Legiit in AdWords, and saying, if you want legit links, you can go to their site. I respectfully messaged them and said, I don't like that. Could you please stop? And they said, sure. So that we handled that. But there have been other folks, like there was one prick who was he bought mylegiit.com and was selling like Google reviews and things like that. And said, and like we said, dude, you're confusing our customers. Just get a different domain. You know what I mean? Like you can keep your site. I don't give a shit. Just get a different domain. You're confusing our customers. He said no, and told me to go fuck myself, basically. So I did a DMCA claim on him, got it taken down, but this prick put it back up. So what I ended up doing was doing two things. I contacted the registrar directly, and I couldn't find his hosting, but I also got Angela Langlots, who is an IP attorney who also works in SEO. So she's kind of like, you know what I mean, kind of in the community, and she went and intimidated this guy into taking it down. So, you know, yeah, I have done that. I found others where I had to DMCA them as well. So I'm not afraid to do that when the situation calls for it, you know. Shannon says, hey, can it affect your SEO? No, I don't think so. If anything, it could help it because it's referral trap. Well, no, I guess it couldn't help it. No, I don't see how it could. The only thing it could hurt is if somebody like legitimately wants to, and see what I did there, legitimately wants to go legit, they make a typo and they end up on Fiverr, which is how Travis brought it to my attention today. So, nah, I don't see how. I don't think I didn't instantly go to do that, and I couldn't find any that were available. I tried like Fiverr with 3 R's and 3 E's and 2 I's. I didn't do 2 V's. I guess I can try that. But yeah, I couldn't find any. Actually, might be kind of fun. Let's see if we can find any right now. Share screen. What am I doing? Window. This one. Share. Legitimate. Exactly. Let's go over to Namecheap and see if we can find any. I couldn't today. I didn't try all the variations I could think of, though, or that I've just thought of, though. Let's try Fiverr with 2 I's. Premium, make an offer. I'm guessing it's more than I want to spend. So, and if anybody has any suggestions that I don't think of, let me know. Let's try it with 2 V's. Nope. Let's try it with 2 E's. Yeah, that's probably more than I'm going to want to spend just to spite them. Let's try it with 3 R's. Registered in 2010. That's probably them because that's the same year that they launched. That's all I can think of. Does anybody have any suggestions? Let's see. Did I try it with 2 F's? Did I do that one already? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of any. Let's try. They have the right to these, so I would never buy it anyway. But let's just see what is available. Inc. Surprised they don't own that one. I could get XYZ for 50 grand. Online for 35 grand. Store for 600 bucks. Live.is. I think that's a country one, if I'm not mistaken. CC for $600. .name for $9. Let's see. Let's look at marketing. Fiverr.ad. That's actually not horrible. .agency. Fiverr.blog. So anyway, no luck. Oh yeah, I could just try F5. I'm sure that's already gone, but let's try it. Let's crowdsource our mischief. Fiver.com. I'm sure that's taken, but you never know. Yeah, registered in 2000. That's even, they probably don't even own that. I tried two V's. I'll try two V's with one R. That's interesting. You're really good at this. Two V's with one R. Nope. Let's see, two V's. I did that one. Remove the E. Interesting. Nope. VVERR. Nope. Fiverr.com. Well, I'm sure that's taken. Fivr.com. That's a good one. You really have a talent for this. Nope. Oh well. It's probably for the best anyway. I think I tried that. Yeah, I tried that one. I think a strong branding with two eye focus marketing could help. I'm not sure what you mean. Can you clarify? Because I'm not 100% sure what you mean. But I mean, because we have two eyes, and I use that shit in a lot of my other businesses too. Like, I don't, it doesn't sell that well. I don't really focus on it anymore. But shit, god damn it. Pardon my language. If you go to audit.io, that's a SEO tool that I own. I don't really promote it that much, but it has my two eyes in it. And I've thought of it, I'm somewhat joking, but I have thought about legally changing my name to Chris with two eyes as well. So at least you'll get backlink juice for typos. I mean, maybe, but I imagine what they're trying to do is that, like, while we're on the topic, I've tried to buy some of our own typo domains before, and they just want absurd amounts of money for them. Like, I tried to get Legiiit with one eye, and it wants six figures. And then I've tried to get Legiiit, which is a common typo for Legiiit, and they want, I had to go to a broker, and they want it. Actually, that's not bad. I mean, I'm not paying $8,000 for it, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. It used to be like 35 grand. But you know, it's worth buying the, if you have a domain like ours that people are going to misspell, it is worth buying. And this one, I think I tried to buy before too. Yeah, I think this is the one I was thinking of. They want like 35 grand or something, and it's just, I don't get enough typos to make that worth it. So, holy crap, we're in really good attendance today. It makes no sense. I'm gonna have to try these later in the evening ones more often. Yeah, that was kind of what I wanted. Mostly, I thought that was pretty funny, so I wanted to talk about that and make sure that I got a live stream in today. Any other questions for anybody, or anybody have anything? By the way, this is kind of what StreamYard looks like. I don't know if anybody's ever seen behind the scenes on it before, but this is what I see when I'm doing these. I don't know if you've ever used it, but it has all the comments from most of the places. It doesn't seem to do well with Twitter comments, although I guess I have gotten those before too. It's just not many people watch there. Oh, excuse me. But I'm gonna go soon because it's late-ish and I'm hungry and I'm tired. But since we still have some folks on, if there's anything you'd like me to cover, I will. Actually, let me show you something, and I'll go into more depth on this when I have a better setup. But I want to show you something I've spent a lot of time on lately, assuming the damn thing will load. And that is my personal Facebook. Uh, I'm just kind of slaying with. You can see over 1 million views in the last 28 days, which is fantastic. I don't know. I'm too tired to go anywhere, so I'll probably just Uber Eats something that looks good. I have one question. If someone's reaching out to you, answer as CEO. Which time is best? Which mostly people watch emails. If you mean me personally, I see my emails all the time. If you mean just an average CEO, my guess would be right after lunch. So like 1 o'clock in their time zone. I don't have any data to support that, but that would be my guess. I mean, you've got a real skill for this. Well, you actually put our own domain in there. Legiit. That's interesting. Let's see. Nope. I would see what's on, but who knows? Leegit. That's a good one too. Nope. This feels like a software that somebody could write. Legitt. What was it? Legitt. Nope. And I guess that's it. Oh, two L's at the front. Dude, you should make a software for this. You have a real skill for it. Hey, I might actually grab that one. That's only $11, and I'm sure that somebody has typed that in accidentally before. Guav says, "What I'm saying is Legiiit has to create customer awareness marketing campaigns focusing around two eyes, which suggests you use two eye instead of triple eye. It helps to protect your brand." Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is really that big of a threat, but I do like the concept of you have two eyes and we have two eyes, and there's probably something there to do marketing wise. In the wake of his best time, yeah, I don't know if that's worth it, but if they are intentionally trying to hijack us, even by with a misspelling, you still have a legal basis. In fact, if I wanted to, there's legit.ai, or but they have it. I think it's like I think this is them. I'll just do it this way. We're dominating it. But it was on AppSumo. I can't remember how it's spelled. I probably shouldn't be showing them anyway because fuck them. But it was legit AI, and it was some kind of like contract generation software. I have a case against them because they are clearly trying to mock our like bite our branding, but it's not worth it. Like they're nobody. So, but you're definitely right. Like this is something people take for granted, and you shouldn't. Like I got legit trademarked, or I think it's trademark, copyright, whatever it is, as soon like that was like the same day that I registered to be a business. I did our copyright. It took forever to get done, but we did get it done. So yeah, protect your intellectual property and don't let anybody tell you that it's wrong to enforce that. I think there is a site for it. Oh, all right. Of course there is. All right, fam. I think that's going to do it. I'm glad we got to hang out. Mohammed says, hey, hello, Mohammed. I'll stick around for 3 more minutes and then I'm going to go get some dinner because I'm hungry. And I got to get packed. I mean, I only have a few days worth of stuff, but then I get packed so I can stumble right out of my hotel, right into the Uber, right onto the airplane. I think you should check for domain name. That's what we just did. Alex Ramosi, is that you? No. It's funny. I did a podcast today and I talked about how because I wear no strips, people say things like that to me fairly often. But what he and I do have in common is that we both like oxygen. And these little bastards help you breathe so much better. Mike, hey, Michael, good to see you too. Am I seeing you soon in person? Are you at spring training this year? I hope so. It's always good to see you and to see Tracy. Hey, Chris, love from Bangladesh. Hey, Alif, love from Chicago. You will be there. Awesome. So I'll be seeing you in, I guess, about a month or so. All right. Got about 2 minutes left. I'm going to call it a day. The podcast, actually, let me talk about that. What was it? Is it the Get More Shit Done or something like that? Get More Shit Done podcast. Is that it? Not Get Shit Done. I think it's the Get Shit Done experience. That's it. This is the podcast that I was here in Chicago today to be on. They only do in person, and I'm kind of glad that they do because it was a great time. This was the gentleman who was the host, and it was a blast. Honestly, I've never been in like a studio to do one of these before, and I don't know, man. This was just a lot of fun. I'm looking for. It'll be out a week from today, so I'll let you all know about it. But they have a huge following on like whatever the podcast platforms are, Spotify, Apple. So it should be a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It should be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product. So, all right. Got about 30 seconds left, so I'm going to wrap it up. Tomorrow, I'll squeeze in a live stream somewhere between Chicago and Myrtle Beach, whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in, it'll either be in Chicago, in Charlotte, or in Myrtle Beach, because those are the three places that I go. But it'll be one of those places, and it will happen because I am committed. So when you commit to something, you need to stick to it. So that's important. And I'm sorry if I scared anybody with this title. I just figured might as well lean into it a little bit. But we'll be back full strength on Saturday. But I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thanks for attending. I love you all, even those of you that I don't like. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.